Hey YouTube, this is Dan making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also, please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. Okay, nitrated bullrush fluff. This is the stuff I had in the ash lye and was not happy with. Anyway, I tested it yesterday, and it worked like a champ. Very weak solution. This is the weakest solution I've ever tried. I thought it was green, but it's not really. It just looks like normal bullrush fluff nitrated. It has got a bit of a green hue to it. It still looks a little bit dirty. Still feels gritty. Yeah, it has got a bit of a green hue to it. So what I did, two lots of water, because I used a big container. I had a big mason jar, twice as big as this. So I put two lots. I don't know how much water it is in it, but probably 2 cups of water, hot water, out of the tap. So hot enough that you can barely keep your finger in it. So probably about 60 degrees Celsius. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty hot. You can barely tolerate keeping your finger in it. So 2 of them up to there, and I put 1 teaspoon. It was just heaped. Wasn't too big, but because I was putting a fair bit of water in there, I put 1 teaspoon in there, swished it around, poured it in over it. That was the original one. And I put all that in there, started it up, and it soaked it right up. Wasn't very hydrophobic. Seemed to soak it up. It took a little bit to swished it around with a chopstick. I didn't have to squeeze it or any of that carry on. And then I left it for about an hour, and then I went back to look at it, and it looked as if there was no water in there at all. I thought, oh well, here we go. So I did another one. Up to there again, another teaspoon of potassium nitrate, poured it in. And this nearly filled the jar up, of the mason jar up completely. So there was 2 of these of water and 2 teaspoons of potassium nitrate in it. And that's the solution. So I don't know what you want to call that, as far as whether you call it as 2 teaspoons of potassium nitrate in that, 1 tablespoon probably. But there was a lot of water in it. It was that whole fluff. That's the most fluff I've done in one hit, and the most water I've done in one hit. Like it's a big batch. But anyway, I'll show you. Hopefully, everyone's gone to work or not up yet, because it did smell. I have to admit, this gave off a very pungent smell. Yesterday, how easy was that? And it's just smouldering away, no popping, no sizzling, just working as it should do. Quite a smell, but of both bullrush and it's just the peculiar smell of bullrush fluff that you get when you potassium nitrate it. Very controlled, very not volatile at all. It's the best one I've ever made. That's my solution now. I'm not going, I'll never go back to how I used to make it. That worked really well. That was 2 heads, if I remember correctly. That was 2 heads of cattail fluff, which I rarely ever did. I don't think I ever made 2 heads in one hit. But now that I've got the bigger mason jars, I could do 2 or 3 heads. I'll probably do 3 heads at a time, 2 teaspoons of potassium nitrate in it, and it seems to make up a very even thing. I did dry it out in the oven. It took me about 4 hours, 5 hours. This stuff dries out really nice and even in the no, it's not too bad. The smell's gone away now. Dries out really nice and even in the oven. You can feel the potassium nitrate on it. Makes your fingers sting a little bit, but it's not bad handling. I covered it just so that it doesn't react with the metal. That's all. You just try not to get it to react with the metal too much. Shouldn't be storing it in metal containers, I suppose. But that's all good. I just put it in paper towel just to cover it up. As far as I know, this stuff is not affected by moisture at all. I've stored this stuff for months at a time. I've got potassium nitrated cattail fluff, old batches that I've had for 6 months. Takes its spark like a champ. Not affected by moisture, as far as I know. And we have very, very humid summers here in Brisbane. Not affected. It's not like char. It doesn't take up moisture. So as far as the ash lye goes, bullrush fluff for me and ash lye just doesn't gel. The nitrated stuff for me, and I know this is completely different to Jason's thoughts, and I'm off on a different tangent, but that's all good. We're our own men, and that's perfectly acceptable. And you know, at the end of the day, we're going to be still mates. This is not going to drive a wedge between us, I can tell you. You know, I have the greatest respect for him, and it doesn't matter. You know, like this is all good. You know, and I am happy to do the punkwood. Now, Law asked me if I could do no, I don't want to pick it up with that because it's still drying out, but I will pick it up. He wanted me to soak a piece of punkwood. I dipped it in ash lye. I'm going to have to go and wash my fingers because it's still got some ash lye on the outside of it. Probably start turning my fingers, the fats in my fingers, into soap. He wanted me to dip punkwood straight into ash lye, which I did. I had gloves on, obviously. into ash lye, let it soak for about a minute, which I did, and then pull it out and put it into there, out drying in the natural sun and air, which I am doing. I don't know how long it's going to take. It might take 3 or 4 days for it to dry. All good. That's what we're doing. So I'm doing that. I put a heap of punkwood in that ash lye, the new ash lye, one that tested nearly 10. I call it a 9.8. I'm only going to soak it for a couple of days. I put it in yesterday afternoon. I'll soak it for 3 or 4 days, and then I'm going to dry it. I might I'll put a heap of it in a heap of the fluff, like just it was all powdery and bits of stringy bits of stuff in a bag. I'm going to put the bag, squeeze the bag out, leave it in the bag, squeeze the bag out. I'll take the rock I had in it. I've got to put a bit of quartzite in it. Take the rock out, squeeze the bag out. I might put the bag out and dry that naturally out in the sun. Might take 3 or 4 days. And I will dry the other lot in the oven. So we'll see if there's a difference in drying it naturally and drying it in the oven. All good suggestions. Take it all on board, not a problem at all. But I wanted to show you the difference between, I had no success with ash lye bullrush fluff, very inconsistent results. Would not work for me at all, but nitrating it, one hit, I can get it on a first strike usually. I thought I'd found it with that, but it was too volatile. I've wooed it right back, and when I'm doing it now with the bigger mason jars, I think I was doing it in too small a container. Like, that's too small. I've got bigger mason jars now and doing it in larger batches. But I get in trouble. The neighbour hates the smell of this stuff. So I don't really need to make too much of it. So that's why I've stopped making it so much. So yeah, that's just, I don't, well, this will probably do me for the foreseeable future anyway, so I'm not going to make too much of it anyway. And I've only got about 10 heads left. So even if I made all those up, I'm not going to, that'll probably do me for the rest of my life, tell you the truth. Because I can't use it that often, because I can only do it every so often, because otherwise I end up getting in trouble. He'll call the council on me. Because I did look at the bylaws of burning stuff. I'm not allowed to burn cotton, so I cannot make char cloth in my backyard. They actually state that you're not allowed to burn fibres. So I'm not allowed to make char cloth in my backyard. And burning this stuff, if it puts off a smell of noxious stuff, he'll call the council on me. So yeah, that's why I get in trouble. And he has no sympathy for me whatsoever for it. So yeah. But anyway, wanted to report on this. Very happy with the way that turned out. That is my preferred solution now. I am sorry I put out, I was only going on what I saw at the time. It worked really well, but it was a bit too volatile, and I'm glad I've got onto this later. I'm glad I got onto this now. Wooed it right back, and it's a lot more controlled, a lot better. It embers better. It seems to work a lot better. So if you're ever doing nitrated bullrush fluff, I think drop it back. Don't make it so volatile, and it'll make your potassium nitrate last a lot longer too. So do it in big mason jars. You can buy them from the $2 shops. Usually I found they're about $8 for a big mason jar, or you go to the markets and that they're often selling them for preppers and that, they're $2 for a big mason jar, and just do it in a big mason jar, fill it up, 3 or 4 cups and maybe 2 teaspoons in a big mason jar would be enough for it to do a good solution of it. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching.